231. Hey, what's up? It's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, coming at you live with my last installment, to my knowledge, with the Introvert Making Friends and Friendships series. This is the wrap up of everything that I've talked about. I know this helps somebody. If you have any additional questions you would like to ask me when it's in regards to how to make friends as an introvert, or how to deal with loneliness as an introvert, or just how to simply deal through life as an adult as an introvert, please hit me up in the comments. If you have any additional questions in regards to the series that I've made, please feel free to ask me the questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Once again, my sole purpose of making this series is to further introduce myself to you guys, so you can kind of see how basically this LA TV platform came about, and why I say that this platform is for multi-talented people, and for people who are kind of cut from a different cloth, because I too am cut from a different cloth, and introverts are cut from a different cloth. Introverts are not only that, but I've come to find that we have other jewels hidden within us too. So welcome aboard, anybody who feels like they are cut from a different cloth. You've come to the right platform, where it's a judge-free zone, but the only thing I will judge is like you doing something stupid, like stepping up to somebody harmless like an old lady and slapping him or her for no reason. Now that's when I'll throw judgment, but outside of that, this is a judge-free platform where all are welcome. This is my review for all the videos. And we just talked about the definition of an introvert is basically somebody who gets really drained emotionally and physically when they are around a group of people. Maybe one person is just emotionally draining for them at the end of the day, but they love being around people. There's extroverts who fuel off the energy of people, like the party scene. When they go to a party, they leave energized, kind of like the people at church. They go to church just to get excited, and they leave feeling energized. Well, we get exhausted, and I believe it's because our energy is pure and we just give off so much natural energy. Those people who live off other people's energy knowingly and unknowingly drain from us. So that's why we're tired. It's not that we're antisocial, but I mean, there's a balance in anything. Give energy, take energy. Receive energy, give energy. Well, I give energy apparently, because I'm completely drained at the end of the day. Even after a conversation, and I just get tired, because I know I'm pouring life into somebody or whoever I meet. So that's my gift. So I like to come home and just chill and be quiet for a minute and just rest and keep to myself. But I'm really having a good time. I like to energize like that. I love the library scene because of those reasons. It gives me time to think. And when you go to the library, it's kind of like this natural rule in the air where people know, hey, don't bother so and so because he or she is in the library. It's not a place for conversation. So I'm an introvert, not antisocial, just simply that. There's differences. I discussed in my video also, the second one, what friendship was and my definition of friendship. Friendship is not frenemies. That's the worst type of friendship. You might as well just be alone. I talked about my definition of friendship being unconditional. And then I got right into, after that video, starting right from pre-K, because I started school in pre-K, then kindergarten, then 1st through 12th. I didn't repeat any classes, so I never brought it up. I just went straight through from pre-K to 12th, not repeating any classes. But through those videos, I discussed what my experiences were off the handle in regards to friendship, making friends, and just gathering information on the different levels and complexities of friendship. And what makes it so complex is that I learned a ton of negatives more than positives. So by learning all the negative things about friendship, I was able to cipher through and figure out what I thought a good friendship was. And there wasn't much left over. It's a lot more bad reasons why people are friends than good. This whole friendship segment I did on the fly, meaning it wasn't scripted. The only thing I wrote down was just the sequence order. And I wrote down a couple of questions to ask myself during this little broadcast in regards to friendships, but I wrote it down just to make sure I stayed on task. But it was not scripted. I just did everything in order, like first video, second video title, third video title, so I could just at least keep in some type of chronological order. But this video was raw. It was like a self-discovery because it's been so long. I'm 36 years old and I never really took the time to really think back on all of those memories because, I mean, I lived through them and I gathered all the information to get me to this point, to understand what friendships are and how to will and deal to this point in my life, to know what to accept and what not to accept, what to look out for, what not to bring into my home, how to give some people a little rope and none at all. It helped me develop tough skin and to accept myself and realize that, hey, I'm not going to be bringing BS into my house or into my element based on what I've learned through the years. I've learned to accept that it's a lonely road when you are sure of yourself and you know what type of energy you want. So, but it's worth it though. I like this series because it was a self-discovery, a live self-discovery. So it was a lot of things as I talk to you guys out loud on this track. I remembered, or based on the information that I got recently, learning about my medical history and just psychological terms from college and listening to Iyanla Vanzant and my husband and other business classes that I've had over the years. It was funny actually looking back on my friendship era and actually having more revelation, like, oh, that's what that meant. I was actually able to apply modern day terms to situations that I experienced in the past, like frenemy. You know, I was going through stuff like that, not knowing there wasn't a title for it back then. Most people said a love-hate relationship and thought that was cute. That's a horrible balance. A love-hate relationship is garbage. You should just throw that away. So I learned terms like that, frenemy, and like a tit for tat. I'll be your friend if you get me this. I'll be your friend if you get me that. That's not a good friend. That's just stupid. Why would you want to bring that into your house? It's just really cool. Rediscovering those things and just realizing stuff. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun, and I'm thankful that this part of my life has come to a close and there's no holes to my knowledge that need to be filled. No remorse, no anxiety, no animosity. If there's anything left in me in regards to friendships that I'm unaware of, where I've been deeply and emotionally scarred from, I dismiss all of that, because sometimes you think you dismiss stuff, but when you're reviewing, you kind of forget stuff. So I don't hold on to any of that. I've let it go, and I'm letting it go. If there's anything I forgot to bring up, and I'm pouring it out to you guys as a way to live through my mistakes and lessons, to speed through it faster, because it's obvious I had no guidance. So I had to go through life basically all by myself and living inside my own head. And thank God I didn't go crazy, because you know how many people on medicine just for the stories that I've lived through? So, and you know, when you think about it, it's not their fault. It's just piss poor upbringing and having to deal with real talk situations at an age where you're not supposed to be dealing with stuff like that. So I don't hold that against anybody if you're on medicine, if you went through what I went through. I just, hey, if it's helping you get through and you married and you're happy and you have kids, whatever works for you works for you. The thing is, my parents didn't want me on anything, so I had to tough it out, and that too didn't help me neither. But I'm here, I'm standing, and I'm strong. And if you're listening to this, you're here, you're standing, and you're strong. Once again, ask me some questions, put them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. If you have any other videos in regards to what I said in these topics, ask me, and I'll if it's nothing crazy, I'll do a video about it. And even if it's something crazy, I'll find a nice way to help you maneuver through whatever issue it is. And if I've never experienced it, I'll just have to tell you at the start of the video how I've never experienced a situation like that. But if it was me, this is what I do. Oh boy, I really had a great time here. I'm very proud of myself. I was nervous and I had a little anxiety, wondering how I was going to maneuver through this whole segment. But once again, YouTubers, thank you. I love you. Stay strong. If you're living in a controlling environment, please listen to my videos and know that you have more ways to get out now, thankfully. So sometimes getting over the fact that people are going to laugh at you based on what you don't know is one of the biggest obstacles that's in your way. That was what was in my way. So if that's all you have to worry about, just go on and let them laugh. You've been laughed at before, so what's getting laughed at a little more if it leads you that much closer to your freedom and your peace of mind? I strongly recommend you get laughed at one last time and then never get laughed at again. Because when it's all said and done, usually those people you'll see 15 years from now on Facebook crying because they hate their kids and they married the wrong person, or they can't lose the weight. And that's usually how it ends up, where they're in jail or they're alcoholics, or they can't get off the bad drugs. I mean the bad drugs. So forget all of them. Look forward and keep your life as clean and as straight and as focused as possible the way you want it. Take the laughs, because it's better than getting a bullet in your stomach. I'd rather get laughed at any day. Any day. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy though. Signing out. See you next month.